Good morning, everyone. It's Ann Varillo here with StampWithAnn.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. It's Wednesday, November 19th. And I didn't go live Monday, so I missed you guys. I can't remember. Oh, I know why. I'm behind. Like, literally behind. I can't believe. Can you believe next week is Thanksgiving, you guys? I have been like scrambling busy. I'm taking a bunch of training classes and trying to get caught up and I just got behind. I got so far behind. I shipped out my Craft and Create Club because I wanted everybody that had already subscribed, I wanted them to get it early. And by the way, today is the last day. If you want to subscribe to the Craft and Create Club, you still can. There's a link down below, and I'm featuring the Jolly Delivery bundle. So if you guys want to, you still have time. And I'll ship those out right away. If I get any more subscriptions, I'll cut those classes and get them out right away. So anyways, happy Wednesday. We are going to go, I'm changing it up a little bit. Today I'm going to do all 3 cards. So I'm featuring the Peace on Earth bundle this week for my card class kit to go. And if you're not familiar with that, if you there's some information below, you can click on that link. But if you spend $45 in my online store, you can get the kit for free, and it's enough supplies to make 6 cards. I do all the die cutting, except for if it's in the bundle, I don't die cut it. But if I've used other die cuts, then I will die cut those. Plus I cut all the designer series paper, and it's all packaged up, ready for you to go, just stamp, and then add your die cuts from the bundle I'm featuring. So anyways, I've got 3 cards. Why don't we go ahead and get started then? And I usually don't do 3 cards at once. I usually only do 1, but I don't know. I had some feedback and people said they wanted to see more cards, so I'm gonna try it. And also, by the way, if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe and then hit the bell icon so you get notifications of when I do go live. And then same thing on my Facebook page. If you're watching me on Facebook and you aren't following me there, go ahead and give me a follow there as well. I post a lot of stuff and a lot of inspirational cards and just other stuff too. So you want to make sure you're following me there as well. All right, I'm going to get to it and we're going to pop down to my craft table. Okay, here we are. I've changed a little bit of my things around, so I'm going to be looking over this way to see comments and everything. So yes, and if you are watching the replay, make sure you go ahead and leave me a comment. I want to know where you guys are watching from. So let me pop my glasses on. Okay, here, this is better. I can see now. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to raise this up a bit, my camera, just so that I get more of my craft desk in place here. I've got that light that's just going to shine a little bit. Okay, so here's the Peace on Earth. I think this was from the September to December MIDI catalog. Now, I have made several cards with this, but for other projects. One was for my my group that I'm in. We do a Simply Sweet stampers that create cards, and we create a PDF and we provide that to customers. And then what else? Oh, I did this. I designed a card using this for the 12 days of Christmas. So that was in there as well. But I really love it. I love the doves, and I also love the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. Now, I don't have that right here handy, but I'll show you some of the cards that I designed used that Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. So this is what we're using. And I like this too because it doesn't have to be for Christmas. Big hugs for a good friend. I mean, with sympathy, you can create sympathy cards out of this. So it is really very what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile. So, okay, let's get started. I got all kinds of things around here because I'm got this new setup going. All right, so these are the 3 cards. So we're gonna do all 3 of them today. Wishing you, and this is what I did with this. Wishing you peace on earth. So this is a nice Christmas card. Isn't that pretty? I used the pattern tag dies. By the way, those are back in stock. And then big hugs for a good friend. Now, I didn't put anything on the inside. This, you can just write a beautiful note for your friend. You know, during the holidays, people sometimes go through a lot of stuff. I know my niece, ooh, I think I'm going to cry. I know my niece a year ago lost her mother. And I was thinking of her this morning. And I might just go ahead and send this card out to her and just write her very heartfelt sentiment in there. And then this one, Peace on Earth, and I used the dove, and I used the, oh, you're going to get me on this one. It's the paper that came in the suite. It's like glimmer paper. And then, may the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. And I used that from the Jolly Holly stamp set. All right, let's get started. I want to start making these cards with you guys. All right, in your kit, you're going to get everything you need. So I've already gone ahead and die cut these. Now I'm going to use, this is the perennial postage stamp die. So that would be included in your kit. These would already be die cut and included in your kit because this is the pattern tag die, so it's not part of the bundle. And then of course I'd already embossed this. This is the, what is it? Traditional wreath embossing folder. So I thought that was real pretty. And you guys know me, I am not like a white on white girl. Like I always have to put something on my white paper, but I changed a little bit for this design, which kind of surprised me. So I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that. And we're going to go ahead and put this, it's going to go like this. I'm going to use my glue here. You can use whatever adhesive you want. I'm a little like out of sorts this week, and I'm trying to get caught up. I've got several PDFs to do to send out. So that's why I kind of am just doing a live for today to do all 3 cards. So here's the white on white. And then for this, I'm just going to glue these together. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue here. Let's see. Yeah, this way. Yeah, so next week I will not be doing any lives. I'm really going to prepare more for Thanksgiving and spend some time with my family. My son and my daughter-in-law will be here for Thanksgiving. We're actually going over to my nephew's house. So there's that. So I'm doing it at an angle because I want you to be able to see this is part of the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. It's just got some lovely designs, and I really thought it was very pretty. So I'm keeping it pretty simple. Let's go ahead and tie our knot here. Let's see, I need my scissors. I'm just going to push this through here. I'm going to get these out. So yeah, so I'm not going to be doing anything, but I have a special for next week, and I'm super excited. November 25th, and this is the first time, but Stampin' Up is having a Black Friday sale. It's going to run from the 25th to the December 1st, and it's 40% off select products. Now, I don't know what those products are yet, but be on the lookout. And then in conjunction with that, I'm just going to run a special when you do a purchase, you're going to get a special treat from me, and I'll announce that on Sunday. So now let's just tie this bow. You guys know that I always have problems tying my bows. I'm going to first tie a little knot. My thing keeps on spinning around. And by the way, I pre-ordered today, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. We have the new catalog, that we get to pre-order from. That's going to start in January. And then we have new online exclusives for December. So I got to pre-order today, and my husband's probably going to kill me because I did quite a bit. Well, here, let me try and do this bow. That's one of the benefits of being a demonstrator. You get to pre-order product, which I always love to do. Okay, so I've tied this. I'm going to pull this down. I don't want it to be such a big bow. Here we go. Let's just do this a little bit better. There. Okay, snip, snip. I'm just going to snip these little tails off here. I can snip it more if I think it's too long. And then, so that's going to go here. And then I did this wishing you, and I actually heat embossed it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let me grab my stuff over here. Got my Versamark ink. We don't need that yet. I've got my stamp. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. This is part of our little, oh, if Joan was on, she'd remind me again. It's part of the little buddy for the embossing buddies. That's what it is. I should know these things. I'm so silly. So what this does is it just helps that whenever you're stamping or embossing on dark colored paper, you don't want to have a bunch of the embossing powder stick to it. So you kind of rub that over, and that helps prevent it from sticking to it. So I'm just using my Versamark ink. I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to stamp this. I'm going to get my head in here in the middle so I can get it straight. Hopefully, it's a little crooked. It's okay. Not going to worry about it. It's the thing about stamping. You can't worry about those little things. Just got to clean this stamp off real quick. Anywho, now we'll do the embossing. I'm going to put this down here. And all I'm going to do is take my Wow opaque bright white embossing powder. I got to get it open. There we go. Now I'm just going to sprinkle it on here. Now sometimes you are going to get a little bit of you can probably see if I bring it up. There's a little thing right there. Oh, and I have stuff on my fingernails. I don't like that, so I'm just going to take this very fine tipped paintbrush and kind of sweep that off. Okay. And I think that's pretty good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to heat emboss this. But I want to put this over here so I don't make a mess and it doesn't fly everywhere. Got my heat embossing tool right here. It's just going to get a little loud. So don't fret. It's like magic. You just kind of wave this over your embossed image. And here it starts to come. There we go. Look at that. Pretty. Let's see, did I do it good? Yeah. So you can see, I'll bring it up closer to the camera. It's just going to focus in on that. So it's just, it has like a little raised whatever you call it, raised. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's put this on. I need my dimensionals. Just gonna use a couple here. Yeah, I was thinking of what I did before. I'll put one over here. Get my trash can. Yeah, so I still have a lot left to do today, and I'm participating in a blog hop for tomorrow, so I still have to do that blog. And I haven't even done my blogs yet for today and Friday, so I'm going to work on those too. So make sure you visit my blog and you'll get all this information as well. So I just popped that up with my dimensionals. I'm going to do the same with this. We're just going to add 2 here. This is a really super easy card, other than the embossing. Okay, now for the inside, what did I do on the inside? Okay, I just stamped Peace on Earth. Normally I like to try and put some designer series paper on the inside, but if you just cut an inch of this paper, you really wouldn't see a whole lot of it. So I just decided to stay with having it plain inside. So now remember, these cards this week, I'm using one ink pad. It's Secret C. In fact, I didn't think I'd like this, but I really do like Secret C. And my Versamark ink pad and some embossing powder, but only for this one card. The rest of them, I'm only using Secret C. So that really makes it easy, especially if you want to put together a bunch of Christmas cards. Then you're not like, switching out your inks. So I'm just going to put that right down there. Peace on Earth, very simple. Put my ink back here. Let's clean this off. Put that over there for now. And let's pop this on the inside. Now I do always layer, you could just stamp right here on this page, but I don't. 99% of the time I have, even when it's white, I will have a layer inside. I just think it makes it look so much better. It gives a little bit more depth to the card and heaviness, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and put this right down here. I got a little bit of embossing powder around. There we go. So that's, nope, not done yet. I do this all the time. I forget my bling. Now these are the hues of blue flowers, and they come with a Peaceful Garden suite. So this is all part of the suite. And I'm going to use the Secret C colors. I'm going to use 2 little ones and 1 bigger one down here. I love these. These are real pretty. There we go. Super easy, super quick card. Okay, let's jump on to our next one. I'm going to put these up here. I'll bring them down when we're done. Now the next one we're doing is, not that one, this one. Oops. This is the one I said I want to send to my niece. Actually, she's my ex-niece, but that's okay. She's still family. Oh, you know what we got to do? We have to do a little bit of die cutting. Let me run and get my little mini blue boho blue die cutting. I forgot it. Sorry. I'll be right there. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, let's die cut these just so I can get this out of the way. So this is one of the dies from the Peaceful Garden. It's just some leaves. And I really wanted to add something. You'll see right here. Those are the leaves that I added. Layering is such a lovely thing. Okay, so we're gonna run this through. I've got my little sandwich. And this is, again, that glimmer paper. This is, I think it's dark blue, it said. It's like Secret Sea color. So there's one. Let's get that off of there. Where's my take your pick tool? They get a little stuck sometimes, so you got to get them off. Okay. We'll do one more. I had fun creating these cards this week. Actually, that's what I was doing on, what was it? Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. I was creating all these cards. That's why I didn't blog and I didn't go live because I hadn't done them yet. Okay, let's get this out. A little stuck in there. You just want to be gentle if it's stuck. Okay, so now we can put this away. I'm just going to pop it over here. There we go. Okay, so again, pretty simple card. Basic white. I'm going to burnish this a little bit. And I'm layering, this is more of the designer series paper, the Peaceful Garden. And I'm going to layer that to cloud cover. So I just want to put a little bit of glue on here. And we'll pop that up on there. Why does it, I knew I had something else underneath there. So let's go with this. Now, in your card kit to go, you're going to get all the measurements for this. So don't worry, I'm giving you a PDF. You'll be able to recreate it. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp this sentiment using, where is it? It's right here. I like to have everything nice and neat. Are you guys a sloppy, not sloppy, but messy stamper when you have everything around? Or are you neat? I tend to be on the more neater side because if I get too much around me, I start getting a little confused. And then I get like a little anxious. So big hugs for a good friend. I'm stamping it again in the Secret Sea. Pretty easy. As you can notice, these cards are fairly straightforward and easy, probably because I'm behind. But I'll get caught back up. Okay. And with these leaves, what I did was, these are very long. So I cut off just a smidgen amount. So I just came in here and snipped it. So get that out of the way. That way you don't have so much underneath there. Oops. I don't know where that went. And guess what? I am going to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal. So did you guys hear that? I'm going to use a little bit of my Stampin' Seal. This is Stampin' Seal Plus. This way I can just put those leaves right back here. Because I am going to pop this up on a dimensional. Rather than mess with my glue, I'll go back in. Okay, so now that I have some Stampin' Seal underneath there, now I probably could have used regular Stampin' Seal because boy, Stampin' Seal Plus, it really sticks. So I'm just gonna kind of position that like that. I'm gonna position this one. I like to have one kind of longer than the other one, just kind of like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my dimensionals. Which are right over here. I'm just gonna pop this up. Now for this week, for the cards for this week, you have until, let's see, how did I want to do this? Until the 22nd, which is Saturday, to place an order. And then I'll probably go ahead and ship those out Monday. All right, now I want to do the little bow. And I'm using the Misty Moonlight metallic, what is this? Oh, silver edged ribbon. So let's just go ahead. Let me clear some of this out here. We'll go ahead and tie a bow. Just like this. You can use a fork, a serving fork to do this too. That's another way to tie bows. But sometimes I just in a hurry. And I just pull the tails down and then kind of tighten it again just till I get it how big I want it. And I think that's probably big enough. So now we'll go ahead and trim these tails up a bit. Yes, it's a little bit of a waste on this side. Don't you say anything. Big deal. Half the time I don't even use all my ribbons before they get retired. This one's a little too long. I'm going to trim that up again. Okay, there we go. I'll just attach this with a mini glue dot. Let's see here. Right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with dimensionals. Pretty easy. Okay. And we'll take these off. Where are all my buddies today? I don't see you guys. Did I mess you up because I came on? Well, this is my normal time. Wednesdays at 11. I usually do Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11. And I just do one card. But today we're doing all three. Okay, so there's that. Just gonna pop this. You know what? I want this side. Pop it right up here. There we go. And now we're going to do the inside. What was the inside on this one? Oh, I left it blank. That's right. But this one is where I'm incorporating some of that designer series paper. Just going to put it on the side here. Just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. Ooh, I got that. That's why I use the glue. Because sometimes when you get it a little bit crooked, you can fix it real quick. And I've got a tiny bit of a hangover here. Not me, I don't have a hangover. The paper does. It's hanging over my cardstock. There we go. I might have one on Friday though, because we're going out Thursday to celebrate somebody's birthday. Okay. No, I don't have hangovers. I don't drink that much. Well, I have some wine. Oh, and then I have a Cosmo. I like my Cosmos. Okay, so now we're just gonna pop this right in here. We're gonna put a couple embellishments on the front, and then the second card will be done. There we go. And let me get those embellishments real quick. And this time I thought I'd use the white, just because you've got these little white flowers here too. So, oh, I should have ordered another thing of this. I forgot. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna put two small ones over here and over here, just like that. There we go. All right, that's our second card. Cute, right? I love it. Okay, let's get to our third one. This is our third one. Peace on Earth. Oh, my thing came off. I gotta get a better glue dot. And then this was real fun. So I'll show you this. This was the greenery. What was it? Peaceful greenery embossing folder. And I liked this one too, and I'll show you why. Okay, when you emboss this, and these labels are part of your dies, look at, they fit perfectly right in there. Isn't that cool? I just loved how that turned out. Okay, so let's do this. And guess what? I didn't, well, you know what? We're gonna do it old-fashioned way. I didn't score it. I forgot. So we are just gonna fold this over. This is the other way you can do it if you haven't scored your, I don't like to do it this way. I always score, but some people don't. Then you can just use your bone folder and just kind of make sure you get a good crease in there. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Guess what I did? I wanted it to be, yeah, I wanted it to be cloud cover. Guess what? I have to go get some cloud cover cardstock. Oh boy, 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 boy. Let's do this. And you know, I double checked this like 3 times before I went live to make sure I had everything. Didn't even realize. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this. 5 1/2. We're just gonna use our paper trimmer with our cloud cover. Set that over there. And then we'll go ahead and score it. 4 1/4. I just want to give that a good score. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to set this aside. All right. Now I want to make sure I crease that fold with my bone folder. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to layer this. Silly me. This would also be a very quick Christmas card to make, and you can do it in bulk, you know, like do an assembly line. You could just put 20 of these together so quickly. Just die cut all your elements, emboss this, put them in a line, and you're ready to go. So let me get that on there. Okay. And I'm going to stamp this first before we layer this. Got my thing over here. Peace on Earth. Again, I'm just using that secret C. Make sure I got it inked up good. There we go. Yeah, that would have been too much secret C on top of secret C. I did the white on white, but I wouldn't have liked that. It's too dark. So let me clean that off. Put that over there. Now we can go ahead and layer this. Now with this, you want to probably be just a little bit careful, because once you lay this down, especially with this glue on the glimmer paper, it takes hold pretty quick. So just make sure you get it kind of straight. Just like that. There we go. And I've already went ahead and die cut the little dove. Another good option for the dove was you could have done the dove in cloud cover if you wanted to, but I like my glimmer paper, so why not? I just put a little bit of glue. Oh, shoot. Let's move away from that spill. I'll put our dove there. Let's see if I have some. I do. I have some tissue paper. Just want to wipe that up real quick. Okay, and so for this, we are going to go ahead and pop this up with dimensionals right in the center. That over here. Plus, I have to, oh my gosh, I have so many things to do. I still have to do all my Christmas cards for my customers too. Oh boy. I know I designed it already, I just haven't put it together, which I will though. Okay, so again, right here in the center, we're just going to place that little label right there. Okay, and then let's finish the inside. So like I was telling you, I like to incorporate the design on the front into the inside panel. So what I did here was I just embossed, I partially embossed some secret C. So you can see when you open that, you've got a little bit of that same embossed panel, which is super easy. So I'm just going to put that down with some glue. Okay, probably enough glue. And it is going this way, so just put that right down there. I'm going to push that up a little bit so it's even. There we go. I do have a little bit over here that I don't like. There. Oh, poops. I got a little overly aggressive. That's fine. Okay, now we're going to stamp our sentiment, which again, this is from the Jolly Holly stamp set. So today we made 2 cute Christmas cards and 1 friend card with this stamp set. Hopefully I got that on there straight. There we go. Perfect. Just clean it off. We're going to finish the front with a bow and some embellishments. Right like that. Thanks you guys for watching today. I appreciate it. And don't forget, if you're not following me on my YouTube channel or not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I got lots of fun things I'm going to do next year with my YouTube channel. Okay, so I got to get this over here. We're just going to go ahead and put this right here in the center. There's that. Now we'll finish off the front. Again, I'm going to use those same embellishments, but I'm going to use the cloud cover this time. And I'll use the big ones. One here, one here, and then I'm going to put another big one up over here. There we go. Last but not least, oh, where is my cloud? Oh, here it is. Good. I was going to say, where's my cloud cover ribbon? It's right here. Just going to tie a quick bow. I love this ribbon. And I'm going to pull these tails through. Actually, I can make this a little bit bigger today. Oh, no, I'm going to make it smaller. Smaller! A little smaller. There we go. And then you just tighten it up, trim the tails, and voila. You've got your bow there. And I'm going to trim this one up a little bit more. A little bit too long for me where I'm putting it. Yeah, that's good. Now we'll just use a glue dot, which is right over here. And I will finish that up. Put it right down there. There we go. That is our third card. So we've got all these cards that we just made. Aren't they adorable? They're so pretty. Perfect for Christmas and perfect for good friends. So thanks you guys so much. Here's my big camera sitting here right here. I'm going to push that down a little bit. Thanks you guys for joining me today. I so appreciate it. And don't forget, if you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment. I love to go back and read all the comments. So bye. Have a good day. I will not be live on Friday. And I won't be live next week. I'm taking it off for the holidays, but be on the lookout. If you're not subscribed to my email list, there's a link down below. Make sure you subscribe because I'm running a very awesome special next week. Okay. Have a good rest of the week, everybody.